Yo guys, Aaron here. Time to talk about a major new game-changing feature coming to COD Mobile in the next major update alongside Season 3. Now what's pretty crazy is that this did not leak beforehand. Normally like every piece of new content leaks for COD Mobile, there's really no surprises when the season starts. But this actually was kept a pretty good secret, so good for COD Mobile for that. But the new feature I'm talking about is Wildcards. Now Wildcards are not new to Call of Duty. They've been in every Black Ops game since Black Ops 2, as well as Advanced Warfare. Now coming to COD Mobile. But in COD Mobile, though, we're going to have multiplayer wildcards as well as Battle Royale wildcards. So I think Battle Royale wildcards are going to be unique for COD Mobile, I'm pretty sure. So for the multiplayer wildcards, there's going to be 4 of them at launch. I'm sure they're going to add more as the seasons go on and they test things out. But you can equip 1 wildcard per loadout. And basically it's like an extra bonus gameplay modifier to your loadout. So like I said, there's going to be 4 of them at launch. One is called Bomber, where you can equip a second lethal equipment. So instead of having a lethal and a tactical, you'll have 2 lethals instead, but they can be duplicates, so you can have like a Semtex and a frag grenade or something like that. But it does replace your tactical. There's one called Tactical Shift, where it's the same thing as Bomber, except you get 2 tacticals instead of a lethal and a tactical. Again, it can't be duplicate though, so you can have like a flash grenade and like a stun grenade on you. There's one called Perk Greed Red, where you can equip an extra perk, but it has to be a red perk. Guaranteed in a future update, we're going to get Perk Greed Green and Perk Greed Blue, I would assume. But for now, we're only getting Perk Greed Red. So you get 4 perks on your 1 loadout, but the 4th one has to be a red perk. So definitely going to be one of the most popular wildcards, I think. But the most popular one, I think, ahead of Perk Greed, will be Overkill, where you can carry 2 primary weapons, but they can't be duplicate. So no more secondary. You get 2 primaries, so you can have like a shotgun and a sniper, 2 assault rifles if you want. So that's definitely going to be the most popular one. And then Perk Greed probably second, and then the other ones probably no one's really going to use, honestly, I don't know. So yeah, that's definitely going to be the most popular one, though, Overkill. Actually supposed to come to COD Mobile a long time ago. It was actually initially going to be like a red perk, I think it was. But it never came out. It was actually in one of the test servers, but it never got fully released. People were wondering about it, but now it's finally here as a wild card. Now the wild card slot unlocks at level 10, so it's probably going to be able to equip your first wild card. And I believe how it works is you choose 1 wild card for free to unlock right away. And then the other ones you have to actually grind for. You get like wildcard tokens, I think, from playing the ranked mode. You need like 100 of them to unlock 1 other wildcard, so definitely be careful for which one you choose right away. Now for Battle Royale, it's going to be a bit different for how this works. So it says operators begin the match by choosing from one of several preset loadouts, each based on a wildcard. You will also find and earn additional wildcards throughout the match, at first equipping up to 2 and then 3 at a time. Swap them out with one another to change up your playstyle on the fly. Now for Battle Royale, the way wildcards are going to work is through a limited time mode. Now I'm not sure if the mode is going to stick around permanently or if it's just for like this season. I'll have to wait and see on that, but it is just for a separate game mode, so wildcards won't be usable like a regular Battle Royale, which is interesting. But there's going to be a bunch of wildcards at launch. So one's called Hawk's Eye. It says after hitting a target, they remain highlighted for you for several seconds. One's called Covert Action. When not sprinting, you are now quieter, and your overall sound range is reduced. Medical Kit. Get some extra utility out of armor. Now you'll also heal when repairing your armor. You have Armor Overload. Make the most of your armor packs by finding this perk and getting an extra level of armor repair with each pack. You have Military Recycling. When you are throwing grenades or firing launchers, there's a chance no ammo will be consumed. We have Quick Recover. Always be ready for battle with this perk that reduces HP recovery cooldowns and increases the amount of HP you recover. So those are all the Battle Royale related wildcards. Again, I'm not sure how this is going to work if they add more in the future because it is just usable in like a specific game mode. It is cool for getting wildcards for Battle Royale as well. They easily could have just not included this, so that's nice. And there are a bunch of other wildcards that could be included in the future. These aren't confirmed or anything, but I'll go over them because they're from other Call of Duty games. One is called Gunfighter, which lets you equip extra attachments on your weapon. So I think in Black Ops 6, you can get 3 extra attachments on your primary weapon, which is pretty cool. There's also a secondary Gunfighter, where you can equip extra attachments on your secondary weapon. Could be strong as well. Of course, I already mentioned them earlier, but Perk Greed for the other perk slots is also definitely going to be a strong possibility. There's also a wildcard that gives you an extra score streak, so you have 4 score streaks instead of just 3. That could be pretty cool too. And there's also another wild card that actually lets you equip 2 secondary weapons, so like the opposite of Overkill kind of, where you can equip 2 different secondary weapons, which I think a lot of people use it for launchers to like destroy score streaks, have like an ultimate like score streak destroyer class, so that could be cool too. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff they could do with wildcards. I think especially for Battle Royale, there's a lot more like unique stuff they can do. So I'm curious to see what they do with that, if that mode stays permanent. But for multiplayer, definitely gonna be some game-changing stuff here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Are you guys excited for this feature? You guys not care that much? Which wildcard are you gonna be choosing for Battle Royale and multiplayer? Let me know. Thanks for watching. Peace.